What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm bringing you guys a VGC Regulation H team that uses Revavroom and Dusclops. Man, this is a really cool Trick Room team. Dusclops and Revavroom go so well together using a Dark Terra Frisk Dusclops with skill swap. So after we get up Trick Room, we can actually skill swap our Torkoal to be able to reactivate Sun. The Revavroom is choice band. It has self-destruct to be able to be paired with the Dusclops. It has spin out, which is going to do a ton of damage from our choice band and sharply lower our speed to make us even better sweepers in Trick Room. This was actually a request from a viewer. They said, like to see a Revavroom team. Was looking at him and he's good typing, good abilities, curious what you would do with it. Revavroom does get two good abilities. He gets Filter and Overcoat. Overcoat is so good. I specifically like it when paired next to the Dusclops. We can set Trick Room and then Dusclops can skill swap our Revavroom to gain Overcoat so we can always check opposing Amoonguss too. This is going to be a super cool team, and yeah, if you guys have suggestions for Pokemon you want to see, I read and answer every single one of my comments. So take a second, think of a Pokemon you actually want to see in Reg H that I haven't used recently. Leave that comment and I'm going to do my best to feature it in my team building for probably next week's videos. I usually have a couple teams already stockpiled, but I'm building really cool stuff for next week and I really want to see what you guys have in your noggins. So this team is going to be really cool. I really also like our Luna. We have an obvious Final Gambit Ape. Very solid team. Hopefully we get some wins. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, here we go. That's probably a beat up Whimsicott with that Annihilape. I doubt that's Gambit. I mean, it could be Gambit. They could go Whims Ape with Gambit Ape into Prim. That could be really problematic. Let me think about this though. I think if we get up the TR and don't get encored into our own TR, that's probably just game. So that means something like Dusclops as a lead is probably really good. And then if we can go Dark Terror to block a Whim's Taunt, could also block an Encore. So yeah, I think that Dusclops is definitely coming. We just got to think about what we want to surround the Dusclops with. I do not mind leading Ape here and just Final Gambiting a Grim. And then just closing with Torkoal. And instead of Luna, which I really do like here, I really like the Luna, I'm going to go with the Revavroom. And I'm just going to absolutely pop off into some of those mons. Spin out is such a cool move. The fact that it lowers your speed and we're already playing a Trick Room team, this is how to make Revavroom work. That's a complicated way to, so it's a tongue twister. Revavroom work. Say that 5 times fast. Let me know how it works for you. I don't really care, like I said, if they go Final Gambit. I'm not that sad about it. Lefty's Ape, cool. And Light Clay Grim, cool. Frisk is still good in closed team sheet. Alright, let's realistically think about this. The safest play that we have is to Terrastalize our Dusclops. It is. It stops a Prankster Grim Taunt. I mean, if they Prankster Taunt my Dusclops, I probably do lose. So that means we just do this. We just give them the full respect that they deserve. We block the Prankster Taunt. And we just Gambit. And the cool thing about this play, specifically, is they're only going to be able to get up one screen if they want. This also stops Prankster Thunder Wave or something really weird that they might be going as a last chance Hail Mary to stop Trick Room. And they're going Fire Terror? Cool, so this might be a Revavroom time. Now let's see it. Or we could just go Torkoal and still win, right? I think Torkoal could probably still win with Eruption Nightshade. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what they want to get done. Dusclops does not really care about... I want to see it that you would be reflecting here, right? I mean, if you do Light Screen. Because, the way this would work is we would want to send out the Mon that's opposite of whatever screen they go. They go for the Reflect, that means we're going to send out the Torkoal with the Light Screen. Or the Torkoal with the special attacks, because they didn't set Light Screen. So we're just going to Gambit that Grim away. And I'm pretty sure Dusclops can eat any move they're really going to throw our way. I wouldn't even be surprised. Are you bulk upping? I mean, you're not... Are you rage fisting my Dusclops, bro? Bulk up, yeah. Bulk up is the right play. So I think we just come in with Torkoal here. One thing I really like about our team as well is that our Dusclops is actually made to underspeed our Torkoal. So even if they had a Pelipper or something here, they come in with that Mon that would change the weather. We could just skill swap our Torkoal right under it to reset it. Hopefully we can double up to KO that Ape with Nightshade plus Eruption. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. Yeah, let's take a look at this. You're gonna fake out the Torkoal, right? You're gonna fake out Torkoal. We know this. But let's think. What is the play here? Like, how much damage do I really take? If you want to do all those things. I could Wisp you. I think that Nightshade is still fine, but you have like grassy terrain stuff, like, so I just don't need to do all that. Skill swap's not valuable. I think Wisp there could be good. Into maybe pivot in here. Spin out's not great, but like Gunk Shot's good damage. I think I can actually just eat. I think I'm going to go with the Nightshade and the Rilla and just the Raw Eruption. You can click your Fake Out and you can click your Rage Fist, your what is it, Drain Punch and a Torkoal. Like, we haven't locked into anything yet, so we're just going to stick this damage into Rilla. We don't want to give him any Rage Fist stacks just yet. DP into the Dusclops, like, that's fine. Totally fine. That's what's really weird about this play is, like, if I had Pain Split, bro, you'd be so donezoed. But yeah, Torkoal's getting more health back. I think we're fine. I will go for the Nightshade this turn because they don't have the health restoration and just the big eruption. And then, depending on what mon they go into, Revavroom might be able to just close this one out. They're going to pivot out the Rill, we'll be able to come back and go for another Fake Out pin. Is this in Sin? Prim. Prim's a good mon to come in with here. I want to see if they protect Ape. That'd be a really cool play as well. Nightshade, cool. So we're giving him a bunch of Rage Fist stacks here, but look at this damage. It's going to be pretty significant. Big eruption in the sun. Lots of damage there. And are you going to the Dusclops or Torkoal? You're going to Torkoal. Cool. That should be fine. Yeah, like Torkoal doesn't die. We can come back in and go for a Heat Wave a little bit later. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm like low-key fine with that. You're probably going to protect your Ape this turn. Probably going to protect your Ape to get those stats back. And, yeah, it looks like it's about to be the Revavroom in just a minute. So let's see. What do we need to do here? I'm going to Nightshade that Prim. Turns on Trick Room R2, right? Yep. So we're going to get one big turn. I would love to see a Protect here on their Annihilate, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Because if they do go for the Protector, next turn we can just double up into it with like a Gunk Shot and Nightshade, get it off the board. Rilla comes back in and we're probably fine. Awesome. So Protect's going to be on cooldown for next turn when we want to go for that big damage. Might even think about clicking that Self-Destruct. Making the reads, hitting this Prim instead. Great damage there. Hyper Voice, not doing that much in the sun. Getting the Throat Spray proc, but that's okay. Alright, so remember, they do have a Rilla in the back. They're never going to swap out that Ape. That's not happening. Revavroom is probably pretty good into the Rilla if they don't have like a high horsepower. It's a great mon into Prim here. It's usable into the Ape. I low-key want to self-destruct here. Let's think about this though. There's not really a reason to go for... I think our best play, honestly, is to just Nightshade here and just Gunk Shot it. I think that is probably the best play. Locking into Gunk Shot is good in Rilla, it's good in the Prim if Revavroom gets to live. So I'm going to go for this. If we can break this Ape this turn, that's great. There is still a Reflect. We can miss, and you have a Bulk Up, but this is our best shot to win. Here we go. I think just getting the Prim off the board is not going to be enough here. That's completely okay. If I can break your Ape this turn, I think we have shots to win. So what do you got, buddy? What do you got? Gunks! Let's go. Oh! Look at that damage! Reflect and Bulk Up. Oh my gosh. Now you can bring in that Rilla, right? And that Prim is sitting pretty. You know, it's sitting pretty out here. But like, Revavroom should be in a great spot. Dimensions are going to return back to normal. We only have one turn of Sun, but you like low-key have to Fake Out the Torkoal. Now, I guess you don't have to. But you gotta break something. Let's see it. I think that the Prim... Sorry, I think that the Rilla is more of a threat. So if I throw 2 attacks into the Rilla, I'll probably be able to get what I want. Last turn Grassy Terrain, last turn Harsh Sunlight. Yeah, we're definitely going into the Rilla this turn. I think I'm just going to lock in Heat Wave. And we're locked in Gunk Shot. Here we go. Rilla would be the one that would have high horsepower. So they're hoping that they can break our Torkoal with like a Hyper Voice here. Let's see it. Never lucky. Revavroom is still in a good spot versus Prim. But now Now the sun's gone. I mean, I guess this would mean if you have Fake Out, let's say your Rilla set is Fake Out, U-turn, double grass attacks. The right play is going after Prim here then. Because we force anything from the Rilla. So, I mean, we're going to switch it up now and go into the Prim slot. And if you have high horsepower, you have high horsepower. Knock off. Hey, knock off's the right play. Good stuff. Yeah. Big sad last move knock off. We outspeed the Prim! Oh my gosh! Why are we outspeeding your Prim with our speed reduced little guy over here? Okay. If I hit this if I hit this gunk, I should win. You have one turn left to reflect, but like this is gunk shot. I've hit all my gunk shots already. It's 80. I think they're gonna get us. I think they're gonna have it. Fake Out knockoff, probably Grassy Glide Woodhammers. They're just gonna go for another knockoff. If I live this, I live this, you know? They have a Woodhammer. That's the wrong move. That's wrong. Let's go. Let's go, Gunk. Take some recoil, TY. Gunk shot. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Revavroom busted. What was that Woodhammer? I am a steel poison type, my guy. No. No. Holy moly. We take those. Torkoal Mirror, but my Torkoal has EVs to let me outspeed a lot of these, so I think I'm actually pretty okay. I like Luna a lot here, believe it or not. So I'm not thinking that there's anything really wrong with Annihilate. I think like Annihilate, Dusclops. I want to make sure this Annihilate has U-turn. Yes. All right. So Annihilate, Dusclops, Torkoal, Ursa, Luna. Revavroom's usable here, but I'm not signing the Revavroom card versus Torkoal. I'm just not doing it. Let's see how this works. I don't know if I should Trick Room them. Because, like, I don't think I have to, but I want to make them respect what I'm putting down. I could also realistically get away with leading my Torkoal here, I think. I really think that I could. It all depends on how their Torkoal is built as well. Like, we don't know if they're a 0 speed reduced Torkoal. But they're trying to set Trick Room up here. And they can't Final Gambit this board, which is the value here. So, Sash, they're playing this perfectly. Hey, good stuff. So you can Trick Room and I can Trick Room. There's a lot of things that can happen here. If I U-turn and go into something and you still Gambit, that's really bad for me. Let's see, we're gonna U-turn there for sure, break that Sash up. I'm thinking if I want to Trick Room here. I don't actually need to Trick Room in this matchup. So like I can Trick Room to Trick Room your Trick Room, or I could just come up with my Luna and probably be fine. I'm just gonna Nightshade your Ape in case you pivot for Torkoal. Oh, that's fine. I really, really want my Ape to not win this beat tie. Crap. That sucks. Okay. They didn't Trick Room, and I didn't Trick Room. That means Ursulune is the right play. So we're gonna get burned here. There's the Gambit. They wanted the Dusclops slot. Cool. They just picked a slot. You always would pick Ape there because Ape's the only one that can U-turn, right? You always pick the Ape there. Always. Awesome. Works for me. We're gonna get a double KO this turn. We're gonna go Ghost Terror. Remember, this already activated our our Guts, and now we're gonna Ghost Terror to block that Final Gambit again. We're gonna be able to KO the Sinistcha here with a double up. And you can see, like, this is one of the ways that you can just beat these, like, Annihilate Final Gambit teams. You just give them just bunches of Ghosts. Just Ghost, Ghost, Ghost with the most. They can't really do that much. Yes, we're Earthquaking our own Dusclops, but we're not going to KO it. I don't think. And if we can stop the TR, they have to bring in Torkoal, who's slower than our Ursaluna, and we just EQ it out. We win. And if it comes down to our Torkoal having to outvalue, like, their Torkoal or our Blue, we still can. Yep, Gambit's not going to work on Luna. And big damage is going to intensify here. Look at this. Survey says big damage. Are they going to get Trick Room up? I do not want them to Trick Room. That's bad. Okay. Yeah, so that means that our play here is Trick Room it back. And I want to see how much damage I did to my own Dusclops with EQ. Really thought that to get the KO. Yo, I'm fine here. I would just Earthquake out again. You can pivot in our Blue. I don't really care. And we're going to Trick Room it back, because we want Trick Room not active in this matchup. Cool. Works for me. And if they protect for some reason, like, we flip back the Trick Room, we're good. They really think they need Trick Room here. Because this is definitely telling us that this is probably an Argoliva pivot, and that's fine. We're Rantis, so that's also fine. Rantis is a good Pokemon into our team, but, like, I'm okay with this. EQ finishes off the Sinnoh Chop. We're going to flip back that Trick Room. I would not be surprised if my Ursaluna outspeeds that Lurantis. And if your last two Mons are going to be like... Oh, that was a good pivot, because now they can come in with the Ape on... Like, it can just Rage Fist my Luna, and I'm probably fine with that. What items is lefties? Not AV, huh? Weird. So I think they still have Torkoal there, right? But I think they're gonna come with Ape here, and they're gonna lock in some damage into our Luna spot. And so let's think about how we want to do this. I need to pull the direction in two different ways. So what we're gonna do here is protect the Luna, and we're just gonna let Dusclops take a fat L. I think that's probably the best that we have. Wisp is good there. So Wisp into Nightshade next turn. It'll mitigate a lot of the damage from that Rage Fist. Maybe I can pivot out. Yep, now they locked into Rage Fist. Cool. And Lurantis can totally knock off my Dusclops. Like, I don't really care. Leaf Storm, huh? Nah, bro, it's Protect time. They probably thought, like, they want me to Trick Room, so they're probably ignoring the Dusclops, thinking I'm gonna go Protect Trick Room. They probably thought, oh, if I can get him to Protect and Trick Room, well, then I'll just win with Torkoal. But, like, I'm not clicking Trick Room. I would like to outspeed your Torkoal in all situations. If you kill my Dusclops, and then I get to send out my Torkoal right here, you still have to break my Luna, and Torkoal just gets to Eruption on both those. So let's think about what I want to do. I think I'm probably going to just save this Luna. I don't need to deal with, like, any of what they're doing over here. I have my own Ape still, too. Like, I'm in a great spot. I'm gonna Facade here, and just Nightshade here. Okay, go nuts. Your Rage Fist totally works. Doesn't even get the KO, bro! Dude, you're so weak! Look at this, Dunzo. I told you I'd outspeed that thing. And then after the Annihilate Member is taking out from Burn, plus this Nightshade damage, like, yes, please. Yes, please. Oof! So one more turn and he's done. And you have a Torkoal here, but I just got to protect my Luna, and then I just Headlong Rush out. We're even going to be able to protect the Luna and, like, condition a Terra from that Torkoal, so if it did have, like, a Flying Terra or, like, a Grass Terra or something that would be able to mitigate our ground damage, like, we're going to have to force it this turn. Cool. Yeah, so just protect a Mundo on the Luna, and might as well just throw a Nightshade into this guy. And that's probably it. Never let them do their thing. I'm the ultimate Final Gambit master extraordinaire. Dusclops is so good. I feel like a lot of people really like the P2, like the Porygon 2 and Ursaluna, but Dusclops Luna is still really, really good in situations like this. Because Porygon is like a safer Trick Room setter, right? It is. But Dusclops just gives you a little bit more, like, utility. And it's hard. I'm not going to say it's stickier, because Porygon's stickier, but Dusclops is, like, slimier, it's craftier. There's a lot more stuff going on. So Luna's just gonna protect. You can totally Rage Fist this Dusclops, like, I don't care. Protect Torkoal. Cool, protect on cooldown for next turn. We love to see that. Rage Fist, block a Moond. Cool. Dusclops still around too. Like, we're so good. So the way I'm thinking, like, if you're gonna go with, like, a Steel Terra to block a Facade, or, like, a Flying Terra to block something like a High Horsepower or Headlong Rush, sorry. My Torkoal's gonna come in, like I said, my Torkoal outspeeds, and I still have a Final Gambit Annihilate in the back of my own. Like, oh my gosh, we're in such a good spot here. We're just gonna Headlong Rush here to close this one out. And go for Nightshade as well. Cool. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, when they saw the double ghost right off the bat, they're probably like, oh no, Final Gambit doesn't work? Yeah, you can't bring Final Gambit Annihilate bleeds, especially ones that don't have U-turn, to those matchups. It's just so hard. As someone that's using a Final Gambit mon, it's really risky. They're probably gonna Terra here, right? I don't think they Terra to any of their other mons, Go with your Grass Terra Torkoal. Like, be my guest. I'll close this out with Final Gambit as well. Let's see it. I do like though that they still chose to have Final Gambit on their Annihilate. They go for the double protect. Yo, the salt. The salt factory. Headlong rush D's, bro. Nice. Cool. So Torkoal goes down. And we take those wins all the way to the bank. It was not a Revavroom game. But we showed some value nonetheless. So we take those all the way to the bank. Alright, a little bit more Trick Room stuff. I'm not that afraid of the Dragonite. I don't have that much stuff to block priority, but I have a lot of ghost types, right? We've already shown that. I wonder if they're going to bring the Dragonite. I think I'm going to bring the Revavroom at some point in this game, just because Revavroom is really good into, like, Amoonguss. I think Amoonguss is really good here. For me. Let's think about this. I think Dusclops is a solid lead. I kind of want to know their items. If they're running a Banded Dragonite, what kind of Luna they're running, what the item on the Sinnoh Shot is. It seems very valuable for me. So I'm going to go Dusclops. Think about going Dusclops Torkoal as well. What do you do, actually? Like, I'm looking at it. What if I went, like, Revavroom Dusclops and threaten with a Self-Destruct turn 1? That seems really usable. Into Torkoal Amoonguss. I vibe with this. I think there's a lot of fun stuff to do here. Let's see what they have. This should be very good into Dragonite as well. So we're going to have the Frisk. We're going to be threatening Self-Destruct. We can also go Spin Out, get a sharply lowered speed into Trick Room on that same turn, into a second Spin Out, and then we underspeed everything, and then we just one-shot all their monsters with Revavroom. P2 Luna. So what is the item on the Luna here? It's like, I'm telling you right now, if you're going to go Earth Power into me, you're going to be sad. If you trace my Frisk, you see my items, bro. Never lucky. Alright, what are your items? Eviolite and Orb. Throat Spray. Okay. Huh. Well, they want to click EP here. They would like to click Earth Power. So we're going to let them do that. We're just going to let that happen. Just straight up. I think I might give my Revavroom. I'm sorry, my Dusclops Overcoat too. I'm thinking about it. You can actually, if I just skill swap you here, you can't hit my Dusclops. And I'm going to do this. So I block the EP. I like this. And if you trigger me, I bring a Torkoal. Like, that's the plan. Like, Torkoal is just coming in, and then you're just like, oh no. And I'm like, oh no. There we go. I'll take Mind's Eye. And then I'll be able to hit your ghost types. Now let's see it. Here's your Terra. Going normal? Normal double dip. You're trying to blow up my Dusclops, good sir? Are you even Trick Rooming is a great question. I hope so. Alright, so I just sharply lowered my speed. Shadow Ball, you're not even Trick Rooming. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess. That's really bad for me. Oh my god, you didn't even Earth Power. Oh my god, you didn't even Earth Power, and I got like nothing for that. Okay, that's actually doesn't look like it. Still fine, because I took your ability. And I don't think Dusclops dies to a Shadow Ball. So, if you would like to... Yeah, this is going to be such a weird turn. Such a weird turn. Yeah, we're just going to trick him now. And force you to hit these moves. Going to that Porygon to keep it at half. If you want to click Recover and break my... What is it? Break my... Revavroom, you can. Can you move it in Earth Power? I thought like Protect was also pretty viable. Shadow Ball here. It's not the KO like I said. You can double into the Dusclops. Bloodmoon into the not Dusclops. Yeah, that's totally fine. Works for me. Moves on cooldown. Trick Room's up. Torkoal time. You know what you didn't do that turn was Recover. So now that Porygon about to be Porygon. We have Mind's Eye. Is there anything like Mind's Eye would really help us with here? I'm trying to think, like, we need some way to make sure that Amoonguss can't break us on their side if they have Amoonguss in the back, because right now our Torkoal outspeeds most Amoonguss sets, but I don't know if they know that. Because right now we should have a double KO this turn. The but they have the ability to have their own Amoonguss in the back. They can even pivot out Ursa for Sinistcha. That would be bad. Dusclops is doing me no favors here. I'm going to bring Amoonguss in. And we're clicking the damage. I think they're going to... They're not swapping as far as we can tell yet. I don't think... Actually, they can still swap. Yeah, because Amoonguss would have swapped we would have swapped first. Protect there. I think I just break your Porygon. The thing I was actually really worried about was like them pivoting out Bloodmoon for Sinistcha, getting a Sash, and then restoring Porygon's health, and then like Porygon having enough health to flip back the TR and then winning the game. But if you're just going to take your Porygon and gently place it into the garbage pan, I think we're doing all right. Because even if you do bring out an Amoonguss here, I'm gonna try Eruption, but like I can also just Spore you. Yeah, you can honestly go for that. You can go for a Fake Out here, but like I'm gonna be able to get a Spore off into something. And then Amoonguss Torkoal probably could do stuff into Incin. So Spore goes here, protects on cooldown. Eruption. Torkoal's slower. Well, we'll see. Spore, easy. Easy, easy. And I don't know if it's Goggles Incin, but I'll force the Goggles. I'll throw a Spore into it just to see what we're working with here. Because we haven't really seen a Citrus on their team yet. And Dusclops is not doing me. I could pivot out my Torkoal for a Dusclops here, but I think I want to... We gotta check this. Spore. Eruption. One-turn sleep, never lucky! Dude, I've gotten so many one-turn sleeps recently. It's so nuts. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. It's really not fair. It's really, really not fair. How many one-turn sleeps? Like, they were just going to take their Ursaluna and put it in the garbage, you know? Are you Goggles? You're not. All right, at least one thing's going right for me, right? We got one thing going my way. But, yeah. That sucks. Turns on TR, last turn TR. So what they're really going to do is pivot out that Luna for something and then bring it back in and just body us. So we're going to Spore that slot again, so to catch whatever they bring in, and just, here's the Eruption. Oh, they just stayed in. That's fine with me. Yup, like, easy peasy. Can we not get a one-turn sleep on this Incin too, please? Actually, if you Flare Blitz my Amoonguss, like, I live, so, like, that works. What do they have in the back they don't want to pivot in? Citrus and Sin, very... it could be a pinch, but, like, it's probably Citrus. Yeah. So I guess you would live the Flare Blitz here. Okay, and we got more than a one-turn sleep. Chad Gaming Hours activate. First time ever. Torkoal, show him what he's won. Sinistcha. Oh, that's a great mon to actually have here. Can't redirect it. I think the best play I have here might be something like Protect Amoonguss Erupt. Because that Incin could wake up, and if they hit the Amoonguss, we just... Well, I don't care. If you hit Amoonguss, I win. Because you take way too much recoil. So the right play here would be something like Resporing Incin, or I'm going to go for the Pollen Puff into my Torkoal and Eruption. I think that's probably the best play. Hopefully that's not Sash Sinistcha. I think if it was Sash, they would have pivoted in last turn. Scald, that's why I like this. I like the healing on my Torkoal from the Pollen Puff, while also potentially killing the Sinistcha. And we're faster than our Torkoal, so we're able to get this off here. And then Torkoal's going to go back up to full, do a massive Eruption. Big damage. No Sashes, please. There we go. We did it, finally. That one-turn sleep on the Bloodmoon, that was too deep, but you know what? This is fine. Holy moly, I can't believe that this game, like, I can't believe we're going to win this one. This guy had such a weird kind of start to this. But we should be able to get it. And there's the wake up, but like, what are you going to do, buddy? Like, now I can just use Earth Power. T, what you're speeding things up out here. There's another Spore. I bet this guy's like, dread it. Like, he's like, the one game I'm not using Goggles Incin. That's how it always feels, right? That's how it always feels. Eruption should be able to finish this one off. Next turn. I'm just going to use... You know what? That's fine. We don't even need to show anything. We don't need to do anything. You can't do anything. I need to show my Earth Power. Battle was canceled. Wins up. Take those wins all the way to the bank. Okay, Palafin Kommo-o with another Amoonguss. So I mean, it's a good game for Revavroom. Yeah, I'm not really ever feeling like Dusclops is that threatened. Like, I can lead Dusclops into almost anything. And I really like being able to pair the Dusclops with this Revavroom, so I can skill swap to take the Overcoat onto the Dusclops. I think that's, like, the coolest thing ever. We also have the option to go Ape here. I don't hate Ape, actually, as, like, a mid-game mon. And I think Torkoal can just win this game by itself. That's viable. All these are viable. I mean, you're going to be pretty reliant on your Incin to break us, but I should go Luna over Ape, but I think I'm going to need to go Ape in that mid-game, because I think you're going to do a good job about stopping my TR. I do think you're going to do a good enough job about stopping my TR. And I don't know if I need them. I'm not a big fan of the Amoonguss mirrors, but let's see how this one goes. Let's see how this one goes. I don't know if you even want to go Palafin here. Palafin's pretty good into, like, Torkoal and Luna, but, like, one bad Terra and it's all over. Here's the Amoonguss and Kommo. This works. Frisk, Throat Spray Kommo, so it's set up. And Sash Amoonguss. Sash, sorry, whatever that thing is. Whimsicott. I'm going to go Dark Terra just so I don't have to deal with Taunt and or Encores. Trick Room's coming out. And we are going to spin out. We're going to target this Kommo-o because he'd probably rather set up than go for a Protect play. That's just my thoughts. And then next turn, when he's protecting to wait out our Trick Room turns, then we double the whim, get that thing off the board, period, and then we're good to go. We're getting those. We're trying to do our very best to get those guaranteed speed drops. If you'd like to come in with an Incineroar here, that's fine. But, like, I think Dusclops can outvalue after I Dark Terra. Spin out would still do 30-ish%. You take a lot of recoil if we're blitzing me back. And then if you're Incin sitting at like 35-40% by the time my Torkoal hits the board, I win the game. If your Goggle's Incin. Here we go. And you can Moonblast us, I guess. But like next turn we double into that Whims. Here we go. Taunt. No, see, we play around those taunts out here. We play around those. We respect the taunts and the Encores. And Klangsoul's fine. You're getting that defense boost. But I do a lot of damage, okay? I do a lot of damage. A lot. I'm gonna laugh if he tries to Encore on our Dark type, and that'd be funny. And you take a lot of chip damage. Dude, I might just Oko you here. Let's go. Look at this. Oof. Look at that damage. Sheesh. And the TR. Look at that. That was great. He has all these boosts here, but like I'm totally gonna ignore it. Because if you KO anything, Torkoal comes in. That's what I want, remember? So we're just gonna double into this Whims. Because Whims might not... I think if a Whims has Taunt, it has to have Tailwind, right? Probably has Moonblast. Has Taunt. It means it probably doesn't have Encore. Could have Protect. But like, we're just doubling into the Whims here. There's the Encore. No, see, I'm a Dark type, okay. Dark type. Don't care about what you're doing. Also, the reason why you want to double into the Whims there is in case that Whims did have TR, the play of like Protect with their Kommo and TR of TR could have been an option on the Whims. You can honestly hit any of these. Matters not to me. Flamethrower? Pop off! You can bring in Incin here, which like, I'm sad to see the Incin. I mean, I'm sad to lose my my little guy here, but I think that we close the Incin out with Annihilate in the late game. Especially if we do like half to it here. Dark Terra Dusclops probably just beats Incin anyways. So the way we want to do this here is we want to throw... Oh, it's a Amoonguss. This is going to be really weird. But watch this tech. You are going to give me Overcoat, and I'm going to block the Spore. And it's going to be the coolest thing anyone's ever seen in their life. Good play. Yep. I wanted that Overcoat. I still want it. Oh, I underspeed their Amoonguss. That Amoonguss has speed investment. Quite a bit, if I do say so myself. Cool. That works for me. Works for me. Amoonguss down for the count. I wanted that Overcoat, though. That would have been sick. Yeah, and the Eruption would have just KO'd anyways. on the Kommo. And the Dango in the last spot. Dude, easy peasy out here. Dude, easy peasy out here. I mean, you still have Terra, but like, you know what they say about Terra, like, I don't really care which Terra is, even if it's Dragon, even if it's Water, even if it's Fire. I think Torkoal's gonna be in a pretty good spot. Dusclops is nuts in closed team sheet. Man, there is like no checking this thing. It just gets to do whatever it wants. Like, Dark typing P2 doesn't have the same like effect because it still keeps that same fighting weakness. But Dark Terra Dusclops, they overcommit so hard for it, you know, and it gets them nothing. So big damage into Dango. And the Eruption, big damage. I've been using a lot of Torkoal lately, huh? But you know what? I feel like all the cool Torkoal teams I use are all a little bit different. I didn't get to fight like a Rain team where I went for like skill swap from my Dusclops into my Torkoal because I do underspeed the Torkoal in TR. But I think this team was really fun. If you guys like this team, you know, think about leaving a comment in the video, in the description, or sorry, in the comments, letting me know what Pokemon you want to see. I took this team and made it because someone requested that I use Revavroom. So let me know the one Pokemon you want to see most. Preferably one that I haven't featured recently, but you know, there's a lot of underrated gems in Regulation H, and I'd love to feature some. So think about leaving a comment, letting me know which one you want to see, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.